Welcome back to the Cyber Bowl. So today, I have 10 things you may want to know, may need to know, may be useful for when you're starting or you have a low subscriber or a new YouTube page, or you're just a new at content creation in general. So, let's just dig in. All right, first tip. Editing software, your camera, and your mic. Make sure they're decent and you know how to use them. What do I mean? So, my editing software is Filmora 9. If you don't know how to edit properly, you don't know the options, you're not fully engaging of what you can do when editing a video to make it show out more on making a thumbnail through it, changing the levels in sound, to enhancing the video picture. There's a bunch of things you can do with software to make your video or picture, images, whatever you're doing, better. Saying that, there's some free versions and paid versions and pro versions of different editing software. I use Filmora 9. It's the first paid version. Obviously, if you have higher up versions, which I'm about to pay up because there's more options available to me now that I am very good at using Filmora 9, I think I can use those other options to help make my content better. Saying that, also have a decent mic and camera. My camera is a C922X Pro HD. It is only $100. It's not much, but it's worth starting with. My mic is a blue, what is it called? Yeti. I just got it. Somebody posted in my comments that my sound was horrible because the mic and my voice was getting a little distorted, and they were right, so I had to upgrade my mic to make it better. So listen to the people who are watching and listening to you. So what I'm saying is, understand the software, understand your equipment and how to use it. That is my first tip because it'll help you in the long run look better on screen when people are watching and make you more enjoyable. So that's the end of the first tip. Second tip, get used to YouTube's uploading features and content and YouTube Academy, I believe, on how to use everything. Because if you're familiar with all the options when uploading videos, including the tags, the captions, the language, and you know what you're doing, it makes it a lot easier to put your content out there for the right audience. It's easier for you to make thumbnails. So, for example, when you upload content onto YouTube, there's Thumbnail Maker that is right there in there. But if you have editing software, you can make better thumbnails yourself instead of using those generic ones, which will probably help you in the long run anyway. Knowing how to tag correctly. We'll get into apps that make all that better and easier to do. That's for another video or later in this video. But getting familiar with uploading to YouTube in general and everything. I'm talking about there's end screen videos. There's things you can add to the video to suggest another video. There's a bunch of things you want to get used to so that it's easier for you to upload when you're doing it, because it's just going to be a hassle. So when I first started, I didn't look at the Academy and I just started uploading videos, and then I started realizing all these different things I could have done in the last videos that I didn't do, or what tags I should use, how to use thumbnails. I was using the generic ones when I should have making my own. But that's why this tip is here, is because it's something that I failed at the beginning, and I don't want other people to do. I just want them to create content that is ready for the viewer at higher quality. So that's tip number 2. Okay, tip number 3, upload 3 to 5 times per week. You probably heard it in other people's videos if you watch them. You're going to hear a lot of this stuff. The difference between what I'm saying and what other people have already done is we all have little details of what helped us and what we've seen going through and what we've seen other people do that helped in our own content creation. But they're right about uploading 3 to 5 times depending on what kind of content you're doing. If you're having longer content, 10, 15, 20, 30 to an hour, it's longer content, you might not need to upload so much. Why upload that much? Well, people like to see things constantly, especially if they find it interesting. TikTok, for example. People upload there every day, multiple times a day. People want to see updates on everything all the time. Also, if you're trying to monetize, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours does not come easy. For some it might, but there's millions of people doing this. It doesn't come easy. If you want the watch hours, you're going to need content for them to watch. If you're doing 5-minute videos and you're not getting that many views at the beginning, it's going to take you forever to get to 4,000 hours. So, upload often, create content that people want to watch, and stick to that content. So that's tip number 3, is upload 3 to 5 times for better watch hours and to keep people updated on your content unless they're longer videos. So there you have it. Tip number 4, watch other YouTubers who have already made it. Watch YouTubers who have already made videos like I am to see different ways about doing things. I might be explaining in a very generic way where they are used to doing and digging in and being more detailed about it. That's what I did. I watched lots of YouTubers to see why and when to do these things and what helps and what doesn't, what works, what doesn't, and it's helped me a lot. Roberto Blake is one of the main ones I watch. He does a lot of affiliate stuff, and I'll get into another video with 5 YouTubers that I watch the most, that helps me the most, but we're going to do that later. But watch YouTubers, they're going to give you a ton of information, and it's going to some be the same, but there's little things different that they tell you in each one that helps you overall. So that tip is very important. Watch it. You learn a lot. I learned a lot. I want you to learn a lot. Watch other YouTubers on how to do things on YouTube. Tip number 5, small one, but it works. Use app extensions for your YouTube to help with your uploading and analytic content. What do I mean by that? For example, I use YouTube Buddy. It helps me with tagging, helps me with end screens. It's giving me suggestions, and there's a lot of analytical data that it shows you on why to use these things, and the suggestions help me out a lot because it's things that are in other videos, it's things that are used and not used. There's a bunch of features in it, and it helps you kind of figure out what you're doing. And as you use these, you're going to get better at what it's teaching you to do on your own. Also, there's vidIQ, which is very analytical, and that is very helpful. Also, I don't use that as much. I use TubeBuddy more than anything, and I have the paid version. I used to use the free version, but it doesn't give you all the options, and it gives you less suggestions. So I upgraded, which is working. So I love it. If you want to see YouTube Buddy or TubeBuddy, it's in the description. Click the link, check it out. There's a free version. If you want more suggestions and more options, upgrade. It's not that much. I paid maybe less than $50 for the whole year. So check it out, hit the link. But that's my 5th one. Use the apps, they help. Especially try the free versions first. If you don't like it, get rid of it, delete it. So that's all I got for the 5th one. All right, tip number 6, the content you upload. Like it, love it. Do the content that you want to do. You should have some kind of fun doing the content that you're uploading and you want people to see, because it seems like it's a second job all the way around trying to upload, make things, edit, do this and that already. But if you're not having fun doing it, you're not going to want to do it. You're going to drag it doing it, and then you're probably going to, what is it called? What's the word? I don't know. You're just going to drag at it. You're just not going to want to do it, and then you're probably going to end up stopping because you don't even like to do it in the first place. The second tip to that 5th tip or 6th tip, whatever tip I'm on, is make sure you keep it precise. So like I do movie trailer reactions, I started to do game footage, gameplay for video games. Well, some people that I watch movie trailer reactions in movies don't want to see all that game footage, so I stopped doing it because I don't want to veer away from why I'm doing this, and I'm doing it for the movie trailer reactions because I've watched a bunch of people do movie trailer reactions and I love it, and I like doing it. And when I was watching people's movie trailer reactions, I was like, I can do that. I want to do that. It's fun talking about these movies, especially Marvel ones. They're my favorite, as most people, I think. But anyway, keep it precise. Keep it to the point when you're talking about stuff in your content, and don't talk about or upload a bunch of different things. I do veer off a little bit, I have these little taste unboxings that I do every now and then. They don't get that many views because people are here to see movies, not that. But I thought it would be fun when I first started doing it. And I do it with my girlfriend, so I keep doing that anyway. But it's not that often. It's only once a month. But yeah, so for that tip, it's keep it to the content that you like. Keep it consistent. And don't try to bunch up your whole life into your one page of content, and it's going to be all over the place, and people don't always want to see all over the place. If you want to see all over the place, go to TikTok. You see a lot all over the place over there. So that's all I got for that. All right, tip number 7. Practice your thumbnails. You're talking and starting your videos and ending your videos. The reason I say that, thumbnails. That is a big thing. People look at that first before anything, right? That and then the title. If they find the title or the thumbnail appealing, especially thumbnails the most, they're gonna more click on it. If you have some generic thumbnail or it's blurry or it's not in good color or it's edgy, no one's gonna wanna click on it. You want it clear, HD, looking good. If not, people aren't gonna wanna click on it. Same with your title. Make your title clear about what your content is. And you don't want to disarray anybody by putting something like, give you a prime example. I put GTA 6 trailer on one of my content uploads, and it was for a different game, and I didn't know it. Well, guess what? I knew it because the comments and everybody was like, what are you doing? This is not the trailer. And they're disappointed. So don't sit there and try to put something on a title that's not actually the content. Make sure the thumbnail looks good and make sure the title matches the content. Because if you don't, you're just going to veer people away. And I didn't veer anybody away by that, but I made sure I never did it again. So that is my 7th tip, is make sure your thumbnails look good. Practice doing them. It took me a while, and I don't think they're great yet, and I need more options in my editing. That's from what, tip number 1? It's because that helps a lot. What else? End screens. Talking at the beginning and ending of your videos. Practice. Start it different ways. See what people like. See what you like. Talk about what you're going to do in the video at the beginning. End it in a good way. Have a wonderful day. Mine's peace out. But, try something different. Don't be... bleh. That's all I got for tip 7. Alright, tip 8. Something small, but could have a big deal. Use social media to get your content out there. I now have a Twitter. I had an Instagram. I have Snapchat. I have TikTok. There's LinkedIn. There's a bunch of different things out there where you can push your content. Utilize it. Twitter and Instagram is what I use the most. I use Instagram for games. I use Twitter for the movie thing. I use YouTube, and I fish everything through Twitter, through my Facebook page. I have a Cyberbull page off my personal page and try to get people to join there. Use it. It helps. And then when you go to your analytics in your YouTube, you can see where it's being pulled from. Is it helping with Twitter? Helping with Instagram? If you have a ton of followers, the more the merrier. Push it to them. Get it out there. It helps. Utilize all the social media you can. Paid advertisements, I don't know enough about those yet. They have worked for me. I did try at the beginning. It did give me a lot of views for those videos, but not a lot of subscribers. Maybe they didn't like the content. It was some coronavirus videos. Check it out if you want. But I did try to, and I didn't pay a lot, get some views and subscribers from that. I got more views than subscribers, so it depends on how it works. So that is my 8th tip, is use social media. It can help a lot. Utilize friends and family. Utilize their social media if they want to help you. It all works in conjunction to bring more people to your content. All right, tip 9. It's not very important, but it's something you may need to know. Save money if you don't have a lot. If you're starting out and you don't want to spend a lot, save money to upgrade apps and things to the pro versions. For some reason, all the tech out there costs a lot. You're already getting a laptop or a computer to do all this on, your camera, your mic, the apps you're using, then you got the pro versions, but then there's other levels that they want you to pay to get more options, and you're going to need them sometimes. I think I need them. I'm pretty sure you may need them too, especially if you want to upgrade your equipment. You want to sound better, look better, get better cameras, HD, learning things. For example, Adobe. You have to have a monthly subscription just to use them. Some people don't have money for monthly, but they'll pay for a yearly, and they may want the pro version. So save money for those, knowing you may need them later, because it's happened. I didn't think I would use pro versions of these things, and I started to use them because there's more options and more things available to me, which it actually does help, and that's why I do it. So that's tip 9, save. Tip 10, final tip. Everybody goes through discouraging times in life. If you're uploading content and you're doing it for fun, but you're also trying to get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers, it doesn't come easy. It doesn't come fast. And it sometimes takes a long time. Do not get discouraged. It will take time. I say that, I get discouraged. I'm like, man, I only got 4 views on that video. That was a good video. Why did I only get 4 views? And then 10 videos later, I get thousands of views. You got to be patient. Don't get discouraged. Keep going. Everything in life isn't going to come to you easy. It's going to take hard work. It'll take time. So my tip 10 is, please don't get discouraged. Just have fun with it. Keep doing it. You'll get views, you'll get followers, and try to better your craft and make it more appeasable so that people will come to your content and watch, subscribe, and change it up every now and then. Use different things. Change your thumbnails. Change how you act. Be eccentric in your video. Do different things. End it and start it differently. Try things out, especially at the beginning. It helps. But don't get discouraged. Don't quit. Nobody wants a quitter. There's people out there who want to see your content. Believe me. There's people, I think, that always comment on all my videos. They'd probably be like, what the hell happened if I stopped making them? Because they like seeing them. They comment them all the time. You don't want to discourage those couple of people that already watch. If there's those people watching, there's more that will watch. You just got to get it out there. So tip 10 and final tip, don't get discouraged. If you're going through hell, keep going. So that's all I have it. 10 tips. It's not much. It's stuff I learned. There's other tips I could give, but those are for beginning or people who may not be looking into it as much as they should. Just don't overthink it. Just try the tips out. See if it works for you. But that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed it. If it helps you, if you got anything to say about them, hit me in the comments. I always say that in my videos. Comment, comment, comment. Like talking to people. Everybody have a good one. Hope it helps. Peace out.